Hi everybody, welcome back to my channel. It's your girl Lucy, aka Let Them Love. As you can see, I have just literally half listed. You are too close. Yeah. I have buffed her down and I have selected the color and I'm gonna see it. This is from Wendy's and I'm batch 79. So it's been a while. It's between a green and blue on the darker side of the color spectrum. You'll do a lot. I've got a lot of plans. I can't remember since I've had this one for a while. I can't really remember if this one price looking matte. I can't remember. So we'll just see. We're gonna pop her into the link. You're gonna find a lot of mix content on here because I am on full mix medium. And since I started out with polish, I am going to put in here some things created with polish. For now, I'm just going to work according time that I have and what I feel like doing. Since I'm trying to get back to designing and creating content, I'm working with the most forgiving product because gel is forgiving. She does not cure on you. With polish, she does. So just bear with me and let me know in the comment section if you make it this far, like what it is you would like me to create, and I would do that gladly. Even if you would like me to try something, I would do that gladly. This is just how things are. I like a challenge. I like a very good one. So yeah, I'm seeing that I'm new. Oh, I feel like one. We are going to go right into the she's almost done looking. That is what she looks like. She almost shows up as she is, like in the true form. The color that is very nice. I like it. So we are going to play with a product from Pretty. I had no idea as to what I was going to be doing, but I decided to go half and half with everything I tried with the cat eye stick. This magnetic polish from Born Pretty was something I did try or work with before, but I didn't have a chance to actually work with it, create with it. So I decided to make it part of this a new series of mine, just trying to get back to things. Here I'm truly struggling. I had to speed it up, otherwise we would be here for an hour. So once I started getting busy, I realized that I wanted to try something. If it was possible, I didn't know. And I didn't want to have so many layers since the thing that I had going on in my head was just, foreign. You will see me here, and you can see me physically trying to spread the pigment again, and then just, I don't know, balance it out. And you see what I mean? I was just trying to have the curves kind of, look similar. But it wasn't really well. I was too focused on getting it balanced. And then and you'll see as we go along. Yeah. And here I was just going to continue with it by picking the design higher. And I was still just thinking at this moment, what? I was loading my brush and the palette on the side, and I'm using those sticky notes just in case you were wondering. because my stuff is still packed away. Some of the stuff I can find, I don't know, misplaced or something. But we'll get there. As time progresses, we'll get there. I'm more concerned about my progress. So I went ahead with the same procedure here, where I was like, sectioning off, and this brush was loaded. Like, in my head, I know I am not supposed to do certain things, and I didn't do that before, but I'm kind of just getting back to the game. This is a game. This is like my play button, and I am just like trying to just refamiliarize myself with how to use my brushes, the amount of product I need, things like that. It's like I am literally struggling. So here I had like this brain fart, and I was going like, what if? Once I go there, I can't go back. I can't even change my own mind. And I decided I was going to work in an angle and to kind of create like a cup form, if it makes sense. And I kept touching it, like every time I lift the stick away, you would see like this little dot where the magnet touched the polish. This is something you can't fake, because they gather around like a cluster and go like, hello. So yeah, that's just me spreading, like redistributing the magnetic pigment. And I must tell you, I love the color. I loved playing with the idea that I might be able to create something new. As I'm sitting here, it's cold, and now busy on the other half of the nail, of the design. And at this point I knew that when you have gel like all over one section, I could have just gone down the middle. This is what I knew at this point, but I was already in it. I was already doing it. It was already going. No stopping now. And I'm struggling for real. And it was just, it is what it is, right there. It is what it is. It is tragic. And then I thought, hey, I've got that going on. So what if I put something in the center? And there was no rhyme, no reason with this. It was just me trying to get back to the familiarization of the different products there is. I do not have the entire, what there is, but what I've got, can I work with it is the question. Can I master it? Because at some point it was a no-brainer. And I decided to close that whole curve situation that we had. And it didn't want to really, touch, line up with the other piece. And I went like, listen girl, you're supposed to just overlap it ever so slightly, because you've already frozen the other section in place. And it is a horrible feeling. It is a horrible feeling not knowing what you're doing. and like just figuring it out. But when you kind of hit that mark of success, hooray, you kind of the only one celebrating. um, so you can see me just pushing it so that it would just kind of line up. I'm out of shot again. Let's not forget that used to be an habit. Let's try not to repeat it. And I'm trying to just have it line, And when it gave me and once it gave me that flash, like the oval hits of a curve, I was like, oh yeah, that is what I wanted. I do believe I'm going on to the next side. And this was as terrible as the first one. But I did it nonetheless. I did it. I didn't stop recording, though I wanted so badly. And I wanted to start over. But I'm one of those, you girls know me. Once you're there and you're catching on whatever, yeah, just own it, because I'm human. Point number one, I'm human, and I'm excited, and it feels like my first time ever, though I have been doing this for so long. I haven't been practicing it, and I had to be slightly bit more forgiving. I just had to trust myself here and just do it. Such is life. And the horse was, kicking me off its back continuously. But I feel looking at the recording, it did go better than I was thinking and processing in my head, I just like it when it kind of flashes and it shows you, hey, listen, I love this. The moment I just went like, don't destroy it. Don't destroy it. Though, wait. Oh, let's just wait. I loved how this looked as a person with their hands up, like a dancer. But okay. Out of shot again. You see, let's not make that a habit. I didn't cut it out, because what would be the point? This is me getting back to things, and getting back to things don't mean that it's always gonna be perfect. That is me realizing every ounce of it, every second recording. That is me realizing that this is going to be the thing, and I have to just make peace with it. I popped her into the lamp and then just buffed her down matte, because I wanted to save on time regards to the recording. But I still ended up with over 30-40 minutes worth of material. I was loading my brush at the time, and I do believe I decided to go in with the black gel. Yeah, I had the gel stand out for a certain period of time before I came back, because we were suffering the shit of the load. Okay, we have this new fashion where the government just switches off all that is electricity and leave us in the dark like we are, lowly vampires. Yeah, I was seriously trying to remember how I centered things again. But the practice mostly is, can I work finely? Yeah, long strokes and all of that seem easy. It's not. Seriously, it's not to anybody. It's not. That is wanting to try and know that you are gonna have to practice every day. Mine was just, that is worth recording. Every boo-boo is worth recording. the reality of, even if you've suffered like a broken arm, broken wrist, and you couldn't do this, and this was your thing, know that what I'm going through currently is what you're gonna go through. And you're gonna have to like regain that little faith you had, your ability, because this, I feel, is my superpower. And this is a place I loved to go when I was just, suffering the world. I'm placing a lot of lines, dotted lines. Yes, I know. This is part of the filigree method, embossing method. But, this is just a practice. And can you see it's not centered? Usually, as I said before, I'll work or start to work on my left hand side because I seriously like to be able to compare the two, but I started on the wrong side. I got out of bed on the wrong side. No, I fell out of it. Oh, it's morning. Doggo is busy. Can't mute him, can I? So I would be, trying to, just the idea of wanting something to look a certain way. And I don't think I went in to redefine the lines because I was mapping at this point, doing everything light-handedly, and I am proud of myself. I can commend myself. I can pat myself on the shoulder and went like, listen, you remembered something. Your brain actually jumped right ahead of you. And me making the little dots and things at the top was just me mapping as to where I wanted to continue, if I wanted to, but also if I wanted to remove it. The option was there for me. I needed choices. I needed kind of a safety net, if you understand what I'm saying, or what I'm trying to say. You guys know I'm all over the place. This looked like, the tip stand was like reflecting right through. And then I realized, no, you made that piece. That spot's all you. So I was now, thinking, let's give it a frame. If I had placed them a little wider, I would have been more satisfied, but the satisfaction came from realizing that I executed one thing today. I succeeded in creating this one thing today, and it was successful in its own form. I have been just thinking about what I used to do, or things that I used to try. So I'm kind of just like, here I decided to go with it, to anchor in and go with it. The brushes started feeling more like family. It started feeling like familia, and I just went with it. There was no turning back here. In the past, I'd most definitely make a dot here, a dot there, and know that this would come out okay. But in this case, I didn't do that. Thinking about it afterwards kind of, put me back in centered as to the next design. But with the next video, it's just gonna be being crazy. if you watched the video before, you would see that I was wobbling like a ball of jello. I was wobbling. I kind of anchored myself, and I was thinking a lot. Trust me, I was thinking a lot of. You see how I started on the wrong side, and I had to keep going back to check it, but it didn't go down as well because, firstly, I placed it in the wrong space, and I used the wrong stroke, or the drag of the brush was just off. So I didn't want to correct it. I got that far. I'ma just go right ahead and see what my brain can come up. But every second spent doing it, you won't believe. It was like, what if and how about? Those things were going on in my head. And yeah, I was like, coming to this little part that's gonna follow, I kind of should have left it the way it was, and just balance it out, like with a vine going down there, and I felt like I took away from the design. You can give me your opinion down in the comment section as to what you think, but for the most part, I should have, like, it would have felt great. And after I did all of that mess, I first thought, hey, you took away from the design, you like surely succeeded in that once more. And then I was just going through the works. But this is just me. This is just the process, and I kind of have to learn how to trust it. But I loved how I started realizing that automatically feeling rolling my brush and how far into the gel I was, and I kind of, like on the palette, it kind of felt like second nature almost. We not there yet, loves. Are we gonna get there? But we're not there yet. And I'm moving back and forth as to swapping out brushes. Oh, I love this brush, by the way. This is from Beauty Big Bang, and I had 2 liner brushes in my set, which hardly ever happens, even if you buy them somewhere else. If you buy a set somewhere else, this I got, it was a Christmas gift, but I had this brush and I thought, like, where's the hair? Where the hair go? And then as time went on and I started creating, I found a job for her. Yeah, I found a job for her. I think as time goes, we will see what I get to do with her, because she really she needs a love. I thought that baby was bold, man. Yeah, you see me going back and forth and second guessing myself. Should I, shouldn't I? Oops, I did that there. I have to rebalance it. But the thing was off balance to begin with. Let's just hug this girl painting. Yeah. And as we went, it kind of looked like scenery. And, like you would be walking through bushes to get to the top of a mountain or something. It kind of started looking like that, even though the idea was to see if I can do elegant strokes, small elegant strokes, and that's what we got right there. It's an elegant mess, and I'm quite happy with it. I am so chuffed. Just look at it. I'm proud of myself for opening myself to getting back to everything, because I could have just, left it, but why leave something just because getting back to it is gonna be hard, hey? The frame kind of looked like a crown, and it also kind of looked like the back of a dress. This is just all the things that I'm kind of seeing here. If you know of any artist, and I know for one that we all that is Naily, we are grabbing inspiration from everywhere, just tag me in someone's post or even your own. You've done something. The only person that I've been getting notifications on, if you won't believe, please do believe, is Natalie. Nat, if you're seeing this, please, is challenge in my crippled state, challenging you to recreate. Wink, wink. I don't know what's up with YouTube, because you don't get all your notifications. You seriously don't. It's dead winter, and I'm brewing and struggling. Look. It's gonna take me a while to get back to, getting product and play along with you girls again. Yeah. Look at that. I read a post that Alchemy has the best painting gels. Oh, we just have to leave that for the future, because the thing kind of said it has the best range regards to painting gels and stuff like that, stamping gels. I'd have to try it for myself. Now me showing just off. Look at my work. Look at that. What do you think? What's it look like? I almost ruined it, Oh, I'm top coating, and boom, just look at that. That center made me happy when I saw it again, and it seriously looked like, landscaping. But I loved it, every ounce of it. If you've made it this far, thank you for your support. We've reached the end with everything that's going on. Please take care of yourselves and each other, and we'll see each other in the next one. Latin smooches.